I hope everything is fine with you. So, today is Ionic Equilibrium, day 7. In this, what is the title? Ionization of water. So, okay, let us start the ionization of water. Ionization of water. Ionization of water. So, in pure water, you will be having some equilibrium. That is H2O reversible arrows H plus OH minus. Now this H plus will combine with another water molecule to form H3O plus. Okay, H2O plus H plus reversible arrows H3O plus. If we combine these both equilibrium, then you will get the following final equilibria. In this H plus cancel, 2H2O reversible arrows H3O plus OH minus. So this is the final equilibrium that is existing in the pure water. Now we can apply equilibrium constant to this. K equal to H3O plus concentration and OH minus concentration upon H2O concentration square. Now if you bring H2O to that side, then you will get K H2O concentration square equal to H3O plus concentration OH minus concentration. Now H2O concentration is a constant, K is another constant. So new constant Kw is equal to H3O plus concentration multiplied by OH minus concentration. Here Kw is called water ionization constant. So Kw is water ionization constant. Experimentally found out Kw value is 10 to the power minus 14 at 298 K. This is very important, at 298 K. Why? Because as the temperature changes, Kw also changes. It is a temperature depending factor. Upon increasing temperature, Kw increases. Reason: ionization of water is a endothermic reaction. So for endothermic reactions, if you increase the temperature, forward reaction is favored. Therefore Kw increases. This is what you have studied in chemical equilibrium. Okay. So according to equation, H3O plus concentration is equal to OH minus concentration. So are you not getting? Okay, let us see the equilibrium once again. 2H2O reversible arrows H3O plus OH minus. So this is what you have studied. So according to this equation, 2H2O reversible arrows H3O plus OH minus. So from 2 moles 1 mole H3O plus is formed, 1 mole OH minus is formed. So that means their concentrations are equal. Now according to Kw formula, Kw equal to H3O plus concentration into OH minus concentration. Now we know that H3O plus concentration is equal to OH minus concentration, therefore H3O plus concentration square. Okay. Now H3O plus concentration is equal to root over Kw. Now H3O plus concentration equal to root over 10 to the power minus 14, which is equal to 10 to the power minus 7. Generally concentration is molarity. Just now we have seen H3O plus concentration equal to OH minus concentration. Therefore OH minus concentration is equal to 10 to the power minus 7m. So for pure water which is neutral, H3O plus concentration equal to OH minus concentration. H3O plus concentration is equal to OH minus concentration. Therefore for neutral solutions, H3O plus concentration is always equal to OH minus concentration. This is the condition number 1. So next condition number 2. For acidic solutions, H3O plus concentration is greater than OH minus concentration. Third condition we will see. So what is the third condition, leftover condition? So third one is for basic solutions. H3O plus concentration is less than OH minus concentration. Now last part, that is degree of ionization of water. Degree of ionization of water, that is alpha. So alpha formula is what? So alpha equal to x upon A. Here what is x? Moles dissociated. Then what is A? Initial moles. Now initial moles, that is A, equal to what? So from where we will get this A? This will get from the molarity of water. How to get the molarity of water? We know that density is equal to 1 gram per ml. From there we can get the molarity of water. So this is actually the previous JE question. Okay, calculate molarity of water. This is the previous JE question. So density equal to 1 gram per ml for pure water. Now molarity formula is what? Molarity equal to weight upon gram molecular weight multiplied by 1000 upon V in ml. Now weight upon volume is nothing but density. So molarity is equal to density into 1000 upon gram molecular weight. So from where I got this one? Because weight upon volume equal to density, then 1000, then gram molecular weight. Now in this I will put the density value 1. So density 1 into 1000 upon gram molecular weight of water 18. Okay. Now 55.55 after calculation. This is the molarity of pure water. So this is the initial moles. So A we got. Now A is equal to 55 point. Molarity means moles per liter. Therefore initial moles A is equal to 55.55. Now x equal to 10 to the power minus 7. Now we'll get it out from where I got 10 to the power minus 7. So let us take the equilibrium. previous equilibrium. From there we can get the value of 10 to the power minus 7. Let us see. So we know that 2H2O is reversible arrows, H3O plus OH minus. So initially time equal to 0, initial moles are 55.55 and H3O plus is 0, OH minus is 0 at time equilibrium. So H2O concentration is constant, so I am not considering this. Okay, plus concentration equal to 10 to the power minus 7 and OH minus concentration is also 10 to the power minus 7. From where I got this? Because we have written the KW formula. In KW formula, H3O plus concentration is equal to OH minus concentration. They are equilibrium concentrations only, na? Getting or not? Okay, now A we got, X we got. So therefore we can get alpha. Okay, now we'll calculate alpha. Alpha equal to X is how much? 10 to the power minus 7 upon A is how much? 55.55. So if you divide this value, you will get 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 9. Okay, after division we will get 1.8 into 10 to the power minus 7. This is very, very small. So very, very, very small. Okay, so from this we can conclude that out of 550 million molecules, only one molecule is dissociated. So that's all for today, students. Like, share and subscribe. Thank you.